Welcome to our latest exploration of the natural world, where we dissect common misunderstandings between snakes and weather phenomena. In today's video, 18 myths about snakes and weather that climate science debunks, we will take on a series of myths that have shaped the public perception of these fascinating creatures. From claims about their aggression in heat to the misconceptions of their hibernation habits, we'll clarify the facts grounded in climate science. Join us as we separate fact from fiction and uncover the truth about snakes in relation to our changing environment. 1. Myth 1. Snakes can't survive extreme heat. One of the most common misconceptions is that snakes cannot endure extremely hot temperatures. In reality, snakes are incredibly adaptable creatures. When the heat becomes unbearable, snakes have several strategies to cope. They often burrow into the ground, where the temperature is cooler. Others may seek shade under rocks or vegetation. Some even become nocturnal, shifting their activity to cooler nighttime hours. These behaviors help them manage their body temperature effectively, proving that snakes are more heat resilient than many believe. 2. Myth 2. Snakes hibernate like bears. Many people think snakes hibernate like bears during cold weather, but snakes enter a state called brumation. It's similar to hibernation but not quite the same. In brumation, snakes slow down their metabolism and become less active. Species like garter snakes and rattlesnakes enter this state to survive freezing temperatures. They may occasionally wake to drink water but generally remain inactive throughout the cold season. This adaptation allows them to conserve energy until warmer weather returns. 3. Myth 3. Heat makes snakes aggressive. The notion that heat makes snakes more aggressive is another myth that needs debunking. While warmer temperatures do increase a snake's activity level, they do not make them aggressive. Instead, snakes become more active in searching for food and mates. Just like humans might become more energetic on a sunny day, snakes also exhibit increased movement. This behavior is often misinterpreted as aggression when it's merely a response to environmental conditions. 4. Myth 4. Snakes only thrive in warm climates. Contrary to popular belief, not all snakes need warm climates to thrive. Some species, like the European adder, are well suited to colder environments. These snakes have adaptations that allow them to survive and hunt in chilly conditions. They can be found in northern Europe, where temperatures can drop significantly. This diversity in habitat preferences shows that snakes are more versatile than often assumed. 5. Myth 5. Climate change doesn't affect snakes. Climate change is having a considerable impact on snake populations worldwide. It affects their migration patterns, food availability, and reproduction cycles. As temperatures rise and habitats alter, snakes may move to new areas in search of suitable living conditions. Some species are expanding their range, while others face challenges in adapting to these rapid changes. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for conservation efforts aimed at protecting snake habitats. 6. Myth 6. Snakes are more active after rain because they are aggressive. It's a common belief that snakes become aggressive after rain, but the truth is more benign. After rainfall, prey animals become more abundant, which naturally increases snake activity. Snakes take advantage of this opportunity to hunt, as wet conditions often flush out insects and small animals. This increased activity aligns with their survival instincts, rather than any aggressive behavior prompted by the weather. 7. Myth 7. Snakes aren't good swimmers. The myth that snakes are poor swimmers couldn't be further from the truth. Many snake species are excellent swimmers, and some, like anacondas and cottonmouths, thrive in aquatic environments. These snakes can navigate through water with ease and are well adapted to surviving floods. Their swimming prowess enables them to hunt for prey in water and escape predators, demonstrating their adaptability to diverse habitats. 8. Myth 8. Rain increases a snake's venom potency. Some believe that rain can increase a snake's venom potency, but this is not supported by scientific evidence. A snake's venom potency remains consistent regardless of weather conditions. The venom's effectiveness depends on the species and the snake's size, not the amount of rainfall. Such myths often stem from misunderstandings about snake behavior and biology rather than empirical facts. 9. Myth 9. Snakes can predict storms. The idea that snakes can predict storms is another myth lacking scientific backing. While snakes may move to find shelter before a storm, this behavior is not predictive. It's more about self-preservation, as they seek safe spots to avoid the harsh conditions. Similar to how people might seek shelter during a thunderstorm, snakes are merely reacting to environmental cues rather than foretelling the weather. 10. Myth 10. Droughts make snakes aggressive. During droughts, snakes may travel more in search of food and water, leading to the misconception that they become aggressive. However, these travels are survival-driven rather than aggression-fueled. Snakes are searching for resources necessary for their survival, much like any animal would during scarce conditions. Understanding this helps dispel the myth of aggression linked to drought-induced movements. 11. Myth 11. Snakes avoid wet conditions. Contrary to the myth that snakes avoid wet conditions, some species actively hunt in such environments. Water snakes, for example, find it easier to catch prey in wet areas. These snakes are adapted to hunting in and around water bodies, where they find ample food sources. Their presence in wet conditions highlights their adaptability and challenges the notion that snakes prefer dry habitats exclusively. 12. Myth 12. Snakes fall from the sky during storms. The bizarre notion that snakes fall from the sky during storms is more myth than reality. There is no scientific evidence to support this claim. While storms can cause unusual occurrences, such as fish being swept up and dropped elsewhere, this does not apply to snakes. These myths often emerge from exaggerated tales rather than factual events. 13. Myth 13. Hurricanes permanently displace snake populations. Hurricanes can displace snake populations temporarily, but many species adapt and relocate. Snakes are resilient creatures capable of finding new habitats after such events. While some may not survive the immediate impact, others adjust to new environments. This adaptability is a testament to their survival skills and undermines the myth of permanent displacement. 14. Myth 14. Snakes are helpless against habitat loss. Some snakes are vulnerable to habitat loss, but others adjust remarkably well to changing environments. While deforestation and urbanization pose threats, many snake species find ways to thrive in altered landscapes. They may seek out new areas, adapt their behaviors, or exploit different food sources. This resilience challenges the idea that all snakes are helpless in the face of habitat changes. 15. Myth 15. Snakes can predict earthquakes. The belief that snakes can predict earthquakes is another myth without scientific substantiation. Snakes may react to ground vibrations, but this is not a predictive behavior. Like other animals, they can sense changes in their environment, but this does not equate to forecasting seismic events. Understanding this distinction helps dispel the myth of snakes as earthquake predictors. 16. Myth 16. Climate change will cause large snake invasion. Concerns about large snake invasions due to global warming are often exaggerated and unlikely. While climate change can influence snake distributions, the idea of overwhelming invasions lacks evidence. Snakes may expand their range to new regions, but this is a natural response to changing conditions. Such expansions are usually gradual and not the sudden invasions often portrayed. 17. Myth 17. Snakes seek shelter indoors during extreme weather. Some people worry that snakes will seek shelter indoors during extreme weather, but most prefer to stay in nature. While a few may inadvertently find their way into homes, snakes generally choose natural shelters. They are more comfortable in their native habitats, where they have the necessary resources for survival. Understanding their preferences can help mitigate fears and misconceptions. 18. Myth 18. Snakes are solely harmful creatures. beyond the myths about weather, snakes are often misunderstood as solely harmful creatures. In reality, snakes play crucial roles in ecosystems, controlling pest populations and contributing to biodiversity. They are not the menacing figures often depicted in myths and folklore. Recognizing their ecological importance helps foster a more balanced view of these fascinating reptiles.